Hey, you guys. I don't know how long this session is going to be. My kids are like merciless today. They're in full form, like wilding, making noise. Look at my moon shirt. I got my moon hoodie on, and then I had to throw some red on because it's a red moon tonight, a red full moon. Oh, shit. Look at that, trying to be cute. I hate that. One of my earrings falls off. All right, so welcome to this session. This is a full moon lunar eclipse in the zodiac sign of Virgo. So we're gonna get right into this because, like I said, I don't know how long I got. So for those of you that are new to my channel, I'm Amina Hextor. I am the creator of Soul Transforming Energy and Movement. I'm an intuitive guide, and I also teach and perform West African dance, and I'm also a rapper and songwriter who uses my experiences as well as wisdom gained in my music to help people to up level as well as to find somebody they can relate to. So welcome to this session. It took me a minute to decide if I was going to do this live or if I was going to record it and then post it, but here we are. I'm live. So got a little Palo Santo out. I need to clear the energy of the space. If y'all only know, like, at first I was going to be like, you know what, scratch this full moon reading. I need to do who's sending me evil eyes? Who's sending me bad energy? Because I am usually a lucky person. People who know me, they'll be like, yo, you are so lucky. Things always fall into place for me. But for since 2026 started, it seemed like everything I was trying to do, it would always hit a bump or something devastating would occur. So I've just been trying so hard to get out that energy. So excited for the year of the snake to end and this year, the fire horse to begin, because it is the year where the fake and the phony can no longer hide. That is the energy of this full moon. So let's jump right in. Full moons, if you're new here and you're not familiar with lunar cycles, a full moon energetically illuminates, shines a light. And it's even more of the energy of the moon on the planet than usual. So you're going to feel it. Not because the moon makes you act crazy, like all the superstitions, or, the moon makes people become other than themselves. But why it may seem that way is because we are made up of water. The moon controls the tides and the water on this planet, so therefore we're going to be affected. So when there's a full moon, you might feel a lot more emotional, and that can cause you to think like, oh, the moon makes people act crazy, but it doesn't. If I have to pause for a minute, guys, it's only because I have to go tell my son to chill out. He's like ultra loud right now. You might not be able to hear him because of my mic, but yeah. So anyway, full moons illuminate. They shine light in areas where you might have overlooked or where you need to take a look now. They also are about transformation. So they're going to shine a light where you need to do some kind of shift or transformation in your life. And it is also the revealer of secrets that may have been concealed or hidden in the dark coming to the light. All right, I need to put some kind of music on because my son is going to give me an official headache if I don't. Hopefully it doesn't get me a copyright strike. But yeah, on my end, he's very loud. Okay. So not only are we in the energy of a full moon, so I just explained what that's about, but we're also in the 6th house, the house of Virgo. The house of Virgo is the house of health. Now, don't go panic. It doesn't mean that everybody's health is going to start to go crazy. But what it does mean is that things in regards to health are going to arise at this time. Virgo is also about work and service. So things around that are going to arise. Things around wellness, upgrading your skills are going to arise at this time. So with these two energies combined, a full moon in the zodiac sign of Virgo, what you can expect is a revealing of where you need to pay attention to either your health or where you need to increase your skills when it comes to a work skill, or analyze your plans for your wellness or for your services. It's all about getting some structure to things you might have ignored and put on the back burner or kept procrastinating. Like, I'm going to start working out next week and it's never happening. This full moon's going to make it so that you're like, no, I have to start working out immediately. Or if you're like, oh, I'm going to start eating better. This is my last week of eating a lot of sugar, or eating pork or something bad. No, you're going to get a light shine. Like, no, you need to stop, change your diet immediately. So even things with work, if you're in a job position and you want to get promoted and you're wondering why you're not, it's going to shine a light on where you need to upgrade a certain skill, go back to school, get a mentor, whatever, study something a little bit more online. But it's just a time where you're going to feel like where you overlook things in health and overlook things in work, it's going to come to the surface at this time. With the lunar eclipse energy thrown on top, all in the mix of all of this, full moon, full blood moon, and the energy of Virgo. With the lunar eclipse energy, anything suppressed at this time is going to be very difficult to hold down. So if you've been like trying to bury how you feel about something, if you've been trying to like suppress expressing certain emotions, this full moon is going to tug at the emotions. It's going to make it kind of difficult for you to not confront them, especially if you're in the environment that creates these emotions or around somebody that triggers them. It's going to be very difficult to suppress them. And also at this time, anything that is revealed that comes to the light is going to be no way to unsee it. So like if during these next few days you get into an argument with someone and they say a whole bunch of stuff that is like, whoa, and then later they want to say, oh, I'm so sorry, I was just upset. No, it's going to be things like that where it's like, okay, I accept your apology, but I can't unsee that. That part of you was shown to me for a reason. And so that's what this lunar eclipse energy is bringing in. The things you can't unsee, the things you can't just like sweep under the rug and keep on sweeping under the rug and keep on. No, now it's going to be like, okay, that happened. I can't act like that didn't happen. And now what? Okay. So let me give you 5 tips for maintaining under the energy of this full moon. Number 1, let me go to my book because Queen of Rambling. Number 1, create and begin a regular, simple health plan. Don't put together no health plan that is out of this world. Like, I'm going to start eating fresh vegetables every morning and steamed vegetables in the evening. And then I'm going to make sure I work out 15 minutes in the morning and afternoon. Like things that you know is going to be crazy. Simple health plan. That's it. Once a week, I'll work out for 30 minutes. Start small. You know, every weekend is when I could just eat whatever I want. But during the week, I'm going to make sure I include a vegetable or fruit in my meals every day. You know, something like that. Number 2, this is a good time to take a course, as I said, to up level a skill. All right. If you have been doing a job for a long time, feeling like you're getting overlooked, feeling like you're kind of not getting promoted or increases in your pay, it is time to look at where you could up level a skill. Okay. This is a good time to do it. 3, any secrets or emotions suppressed will not be for long. So if you're walking around with secrets, if you're walking around suppressing emotions, this full moon, the next 5 to 7 days, you're going to feel like you're struggling to suppress it. And so are other people who might be hiding stuff from you. They're going to feel pushed to come forward. So don't be surprised if that occurs. Number 4, any confessions made at this time will be life-changing. So anybody coming towards you saying they want to reveal something to you or they need to talk to you, take a minute and listen, because this full moon is going to reveal some things that people have been holding in. So when people want to confess something, even if you're pissed off at them, give them a minute. See what it is they got to say. Might be beneficial to you, may bring closure for you, or it could revive and renew a situation that was dying. Um, yeah, but if you have any secrets right now, I would suggest you start to find out how you're going to unpack them, because this full moon, this red moon, is going to shine a light on those things. Okay. And number 5, now is your time to make moves. So by the new moon, which is on March 18th in the sign of Pisces, so that the new moon, by the time that comes in, it will be launching. You'll be launching new things in your life. Okay. This is like full moon is a time for you to get rid of, like, clean up. Oh, okay. I thought everything was clean, but now the full moonlight is shining where you still need to do some cleaning. So that by the time the new moon comes in, the freshness can enter, the newness. Okay. All right. So with that said, we're going to jump into this collective reading. I'm going to give y'all a mudra, and we're going to do a quick little prayer, because with what's happening on the planet right now, light workers, I feel like we need to be like the Avengers. Light workers unite. And we got to come together and try to like counter this dark. Okay. So the hair mudra I chose is one that popped up for me like a week ago, but I think it's still relevant. And it's one for release, and it's called the Kali mudra. Okay. It assists with expansiveness, release, spiritual purification. It directs your breath and awareness to your neck and throat area, which is good because I feel like there's a lot that needs to be said this week. Stuff we ain't been saying, it needs to be said. Energizes your thyroid gland, metabolism, and energy. It releases muscular tension from your shoulders, your neck, and throat center. So if you've been feeling tense up here, or this is really good for helping you to relax there. So all you're doing is interlacing the fingers of both hands in front of the heart with the right thumb over the left. Extend the index fingers upwards towards the throat center. Okay. And this is the position I want you to be in for your 4 deep grounding breaths we're going to take right now. However, if you have any thyroid conditions, do this with caution. I would say on the first deep breath, hold it. And exhale, and then after that, open your palms in your lap to receive. Okay. And the focus is, I release all obstacles and align to my true nature. I release all obstacles and align to my true nature. So close your eyes. Maybe I'll use a little bit of sound. Oh no. I guess. All right. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Relaxing in your shoulders and your neck. Take another deep breath in. As you inhale, connect to the energy of the planet. Exhale. Continuing to root. And when I say root, that's like imagining roots stemming from the bottoms of your feet or base of your spine, deep down, digging deep into the earth. Take another deep breath in. And feel these roots connecting to the heart center core of the planet. Exhale. Feel any pain. Feel any light. And as you feel, also send your light into the earth. Take another deep breath in. Filling up the light and loving energy of Mama Earth, and letting that energy alchemize within you as you send loving light back out. Exhale. We exhale out anything that is no longer needed in the energy or vibration on this planet that does nothing to benefit humanity's advancement. Take a deep breath in, filling up with loving light energy, angelic energy. And exhale. As you exhale, I want you to visualize yourself breathing this light, loving energy all over the planet. However you visualize that, seeing the planet from space, seeing it as if you're just breathing out and your breath is just wrapping around the planet. Take one more deep breath in. Filling up with light and loving energy, the gratitude that comes to you from the universe. And take a deep breath out. We pray that light and love prevails and will conquer all, as always, on this planet, in this universe, until the end of time. And so it is. All right, you can slowly open your eyes. We didn't breathe for that long, so I don't think you really need to stretch. But this is a mudra you can use throughout the week to keep you grounded and to assist you in expanding and releasing things that may be in the way of your spiritual growth. So now I want to do a quick collective read. And that's to see overall the vibe or the energy this moon is going to have on us as a collective. All right. If you're drawn here, then this is for you. After I do a collective read, I'm going to do a pick-a-pal. However, it's going to be only a 2-pal pick-a-pal, meaning you're either going to fall into one category or the other in regards to how this full moon is going to be affecting you. So let's see as a collective, because my pick-a-pal isn't really about how the full moon is going to be affecting you. It's more so about the new life you're choosing, because you're not the same. Okay. This new cycle that we're entering this new cycle because we have done completion work in a prior cycle. So therefore, if you are encountering people who feel like they don't understand where you're coming from all of a sudden, and what I mean is like people that you've been trying to tell them where you coming from, but they ain't been hearing you. Now you're saying it and they hear you, but now they want to act surprised. It's because you've upgraded, you've up-leveled. You're not that person they're used to. You're not that person that I guess before wouldn't say what you really felt, or that person who would just say, okay, to whatever people said. Now you're the person that's like, nah, I'm not feeling that. No, I don't want to do that. I told you 100 times that I wasn't down with that, but you keep on trying to push this agenda. I'm not with it. And they're going to tell you you changed. They're going to tell you you're not the same and you're mean and whatever they feel triggered into saying. But the truth is that you've evolved. You've learned from past experiences and you said, finally, guys, we've said no more, because in prior cycles, we've learned and then we'd still repeat. We learn and then we say it might be different this time, though. We learn and then we say, but this situation could use healing. And if it was just healed, it would be better. We learn. And now finally we're like, all right, I can't take it no more. I'm good. Guides, universe, we got it. So the energy of this full moon is interesting. We do have a full moon card here, but it's going to have more of an energy of things wrapping up, like conclusions I'm feeling, and a lot of emotions. So with this new moon energy coming through in Leo, you might find that your creativity is getting pushed into the spotlight at this time. And collective, it is time to get into your confidence bag. All right. There's aspects of ourselves we've been hiding out of fear of rejection. I want to say something else. And spirit is like, no, it's fear of rejection. Fear putting yourself out there and people being like, not feeling that. I don't like that. Or that's corny, or that's whack, or this, whatever opinions. And this full moon, you're going to feel a push to be more confident in your self-expression, even if it's just how you speak up for yourself. We also have full moon in Cancer. So that lets me know that there's going to be a lot of releasing, emotional releases, a lot of reuniting with family too. Many of you may be called to go back to your hometown. You may be called to go to family reunions or to plan to reunite, or some kind of agenda that includes the home. Many of you are going to be moved to move, literally. This is a good time. But I do see a lot of emotional baggage being released in the next 5 to 7 days as a collective. So, just stay in your light energy so that you're not releasing on people and they're like, holy moly, okay? Last quarter moon energy. Again, a time to let go of what no longer serves you. This is more closure, cleansing, letting go, and literally the card says release. I knew I picked the right hand mover for today. So this is your time. I don't want to say go out and spaz on people, but this is your time to speak your truth. And if it means to cut somebody off or cut off an environment or cut off a whole community, do it. Because our guides at this time are like, you spent too much time in that prior cycle. Some of us have sat in this last cycle like 20 something years of repeating the same crap. So now they're not playing. They're like, no, it's time to let go of what's not serving. It's time for closure. So a lot of things are going to be coming in your face to force you to let it go. And then we have the waning gibbous moon, a time for deep reflection and insight, gathering wisdom to prepare for the next phase of your journey. Didn't I say that's what we're working on? So stay in the energy of reflecting. Reflection is listed here. But when you reflect, it gives you a chance to see where your wisdom was gained from, where your gratitude needs to come from. And it assists you with transitioning to the next phase because you can see where you came from, where you've been, and now it gives you a clear view forward, okay? I think in the past, collective, we didn't spend so much time reflecting. We spent a lot of time projecting, looking at things and saying, that could be good if I do this. Or this would be great if it was like this. Or I could see the potential. It's not there yet, but it can be. And we spent cycles of that. These earrings are like, we're not here for this. This is the second time one of them came off, and this is the opposite ear. They got one more time, and I'm gonna just take them off. But yeah, this is the time now of no more projecting and a time of really looking at things as they are and moving forward as necessary, with or without. Many people and places and things are not meant to journey with us further into this new cycle. This is a new cycle. I was going to say where I feel like you're going to feel like you're on top of the world. And then I see the bottom of the deck says the Chariot, and they just look like I'm running things. Things are about to start moving very quickly, collective. Let me get another. I'm going to pull a few more cards for the collective just to get an idea of how this full moon is going to be affecting us, where else we should be focusing our energy at this time before I get into the pick-a-pal. All right, we have the Magician. Yes, manifest, baby, manifest. All right, 4 and 5. Okay, what's at the bottom now? The Knight of Pentacles. So I do feel for you guys that anything that was moving slow, and this could be a person too, this Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles moves slow as it is because they want to perfect things. They want to make sure things are going to grow. You see that money. They want to make sure this is going to grow and be long term. But when they're reversed, they're not doing very good at that. They're either over perfectioning to the point where nothing's happening, or they're doing too much. So in this case, I'm getting slow movement. What you don't see at the bottom of the deck is somebody that was moving slow, or something that was coming in towards you very slow. Yeah, you might end up letting somebody go. And I am seeing that represented here in the 8 of Cups. So this full moon is going to be manifesting where, this is the Magician. You're going to be manifesting what it is that you desire that is matching where you are headed. So even if you think something is your wish fulfillment, we got 9 of Cups here. Nope, sorry, 6 of Cups here, reverse. Okay, a whole nother story just popped into my head, guys. Oh my goodness. Okay, And if this doesn't fit you, this might be for someone specific. We got the Six of Cups here reversed. The Emperor is reversed. And next to him, the Wheel of Fortune is reversed, which lets me know some kind of karmic person from your past. Could be a father of your children, could be your father. It's just a masculine figure that or boss from your childhood or your past. Karmic connection might have been destiny, fate for you to end up around this person. They may try to come in and reconcile at this time. And I do feel like you might have been manifesting this or they've been manifesting you. There's just something, someone from your past wants to come back in and you might have wanted it too. I do see this as somebody you might have walked away from already or they walked away from you. There's still some love there. So that's for some of you. This full moon is bringing in somebody that owes you an apology. Yeah. For some of you, I see you walking away from someone that owes you an apology. So I do see for you guys, and this is interesting, under this full moon, somebody who might have dragged their ass or somebody who took a very long time seeing your value, maybe trying to come in the next 5 to 7 days to try to tell you they see it now. And what I'm seeing in the cards is you're going to have a choice as to whether or not you're like, okay, or you're like, too much, too little, too late to ever try again. That may be the consensus. Four of Swords reverse in the middle is showing me it's something you've healed from and it took some time to heal. Might still have residue left healing from this situation. It's a situation, it's a person, whatever it is, they now will see the value of you. 10 of Cups. Yeah, it feels like it could be exes for some of you or former friends. Could even be family members that don't speak to you, but they want this 10 of Cups. They want this happy family life with you. They finally see the blessing and the gift that you are. So many of you can expect somebody to come in from your past soon, trying to start anew. Okay, and I'm not here to tell y'all what to do, what not to do, though I want to. Because with this 8 of Cups, it lets me know it's gonna, whatever it is coming back in, it's something you still got feelings for. You walked away because you had to, or you released this because you had no choice. But it's something you have feelings for. So I don't really want to say what to do. They still showing me this 10 of Cups and the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so for some of you guys, I'm seeing like you might say, okay, this might have been somebody you wanted to have a family life with, or somebody that was really, really a good friend of yours. And you might say, all right, forgive, you're all forgiven. Let's work on things. For others of you, this is somebody you work with. Could be a boss or a coworker or a community of people. You're going to just say, all right, I'm just going to do the work. If it's a project you're collaborating on, there's just something where you're going to agree in regards to work, but not so much in regards to being emotionally invested. Like, I'll do the work, but we ain't friends type of thing, you know? So I don't know. I'm just hearing, use discernment, but I'm also hearing, don't be so guarded to the point where you do block out an opportunity for something that you really want. Because what I'm hearing is a lot of you guys, whatever this is that this full moon is going to expose and reveal in this person is something you wanted on the low. You might be like, oh, I don't want nobody from my past coming back. I don't want nobody I cut off or anybody I decided was no good for me. Yes, you do. There's always that one person that you're like, well, if they, that friend or ex or even job boss that you might be like, well, if they called me back, I might go back. So that's what's kind of coming back around. Just use discernment. So now we're going to get into this pick a pie. I'm only doing 2, like I said, but I got a lot of cards here because we're going to answer some questions. So you can choose number 1 or 2. I really wasn't going to give a card to choose, but we could do that. What's the top card? This is Alchemy. Okay. So I'm going to show you 2 cards. You can choose your pal by the card, or you could just already say 1 or 2. You could write it in the comments. That helps me connect to your energy. Let your guides know you're here. So that they could jump on the cyberspace frequency. Okay. I saw a pretty card go by. I hope that one comes back up. All righty. I haven't used these in a long time, so I'm probably going to be in the book, but that's fine. Okay, these are the cards. Spirit, no, I said 2 pals. All right, guys, we got 3. I got to go with spirit guides. So group 1, you have saccharum with sugar. If you feel drawn to this card, your reading's in group 1. Group 2, we have ether with the void, which is the extra card that was not supposed to be in here. If you feel drawn to that, your message is in group 2. And group 3, we have Venus. If you feel drawn to Venus, your message is in group 3. Sheesh. All righty. Now that y'all ancestors done forced me to do a longer read than I anticipated, let me get myself together because I got boxes all over the place. And that earring fell off again. I can't. I'm not putting it back in. All right. That's got to be organized. I can't have all these cards all over the place because then when I get off with you guys, I got to clean up and I hate that part of it. All righty. So since the void wanted to jump out of nowhere, if you were drawn to number 2, you're going to be first today because I want the void. It had to come out. It had to come out. Like it stuck itself behind another card to come out. So let's look into the void. Okay. If you were drawn to the void, what is this? XL2. All right. So the first question I asked was, how have you transformed yourself or your life? If you were drawn to number 2, your response is the void. It makes me feel like you have transformed, like you cleared your slate to, like you're at the beginning. You're literally like, all right, now where do I start? Clear slate. But let me read. It says liminal, darkness, and destiny. The void is a mystical riddle in and of itself. It cannot be understood by means of alchemy, chemistry, science, or spirituality. It astounds the most adept seeker and humbles the philosopher. From the depths of nothingness, all feelings and possibilities are birthed. And that's what I felt for you. This card may appear at a time when something has been released, a relationship, a possession, a title, but the void is much bigger than any worldly entity. When an alchemist approaches the void, destiny shifts in the darkness. Like magnets, you are drawn to it as it is drawn toward you. Meditation is critical at this time. Just sit and breathe, surrender to the vastness. There is an electricity between you and the void that is sacred and timeless. From its center, everything is born. And you're being recommended to watch The Never Ending Story, one of my favorite movies. So my 2s, watch The Never Ending Story to get more information in regards to the void. But this is how you have transformed your life into a whole new beginning. Let's see what else for my 2s. How else have they transformed themselves or their lives? My 2s, oof, I should have went with 2. And now y'all got Uriel with the color gold. And I'm goldy. And it says passion, epiphany, entrepreneur, driven. How have you transformed yourself? You have learned how to pull your energy back from being such a workaholic and finding a balance between fun and work, life and work. I'm also seeing that you have begun to listen to epiphanies, ideas that just come to you. Many of you that chose Pal 2 may be called to write in some way or read or speak. But I'm seeing you feeling very driven and passionate in areas where you once felt like, meh, not really doing much, detached from your passions, maybe feeling very like, nothing's working out for me type of energy. You have shifted that. Wear some gold That will also help you fully embrace that energy. Alrighty. So how will this affect your life or you? So this is how has it changed and how will it affect? Let's see, for my twos. Sometimes I like having the pals ready already. I don't have to go through the whole shuffle bit, but I did shuffle ahead of time. It's like to do it again. You guys got Kairos. What was y'all doing? This pal. Let me get the other book. Okay, pal twos. Y'all said we did not step into this new cycle to play. You guys came here to really level up. Not a game. All right, so you guys have Kairos as how your life has changed. Why can't I find it? I know I ain't past it. LXX. Oh, I did not. Then Kairos is almost the last thing. Yeah. So Kairos, whenever I see the card Kairos, it makes me think of intuition, third eye activation. All right. So I do feel like this is going to affect your life, this change, in that you're going to feel more synchronicities happening, more like in alignment with things, like trusting your gut. And Kairos has mythic time and synchronicity. I'm so on point today. We have all had the experience of timelessness, of life beyond the ticking of the clock. It may be felt as time standing still, slow motion, or losing track of time on a walk or in a lovely conversation. This is known as mythic time, and it is the territory of Kairos. This card suggests there is a secondary time continuum that goes beyond any earthly clocks and schedules. Within this nonlinear realm, we access divine timing. A single moment ripens with auspiciousness, and our actions change the trajectory of our whole life. Time becomes a living thing that watches over us and tells us precisely when to speak or act. When this card appears, it is all about patience and precision. No clock can guide you. Wait for the rush of inner knowing and not a moment longer. So yeah, that's how it's affecting your life. Things are falling into alignment now where choices and actions are going to feel easier because now they're just going to fall right into place, into alignment with divine timing, rather than you forcing and feeling like you're pushing things to happen in your life. They're going to just feel like they're falling into place. Let me get you another card in regards to how will this transformation affect your life. My group twos. You got light. It's just going to feel like everything is lightening up, where you might have felt very heavy, where you might have felt like you were in the dark in this void energy. I feel like you're going to be feeling like you're going from this to this in the next 5 to 7 days. Things are lightening up for you. Things are shifting energetically. All right. So I see less hardships coming in the next few days. You're just going to feel like, wow, things got a whole lot easier. So let's see, a blessing you can expect by the end of the month. Not this deck. Gotta look. I'm looking at my notes and I wrote down which deck is for what. Okay. How will my pal twos? What is a blessing my pal twos can expect by the end of this month? We got Queen of Pentacles, my pal twos, with nurturing. You can expect a financial upgrade by the end of this month. You can expect a financial upgrade that's going to actually grow and grow and grow. So whatever you put your energy towards in the next 5 to 7 days, you're going to receive a harvest from. I'm also hearing security when it comes to like work. So if you've been struggling like to find a steady job or just to have steady income, because you can have steady income and not have a steady job, that looks like it's going to be coming in. And I'm hearing reaping what you've sown, my twos. Whatever you've been doing, you're about to reap what you've sown. Okay. All right. Let's see. Something coming in my pal twos don't expect. The Empress. You might not be expecting to get pregnant. Some of you may not be expecting to have a child. That may come as a surprise. If you don't want that, you know what to do. For others of you, you might not be expecting something or someone coming in that's going to be very compassionate and nurturing. Many of you may not expect time to nurture and care for yourself. And I'm also hearing a creative idea you might have looked at as, that's not going to amount to nothing. You might get a surprise that it's going to actually amount to big, big, big things. Okay. So your advice for the next 7 days, my group twos, and this is how we end your session, is with your advice. And I'm getting advice from angel energy today. So you have breakthrough, my twos, which, yeah, you definitely have made. How many beautiful, heartfelt wishes have been crushed by fear? How many times has society's voice of disapproval cast a shadow on your dreams? It is time to break free of these false beliefs and realize your dreams. Allow your heart to guide you. Trust your inner guidance. The time is right. All right. And lastly, let's see what angel wants to come through with a message for my group twos. You guys have Archangel Jeremiel, and it says, call back your power. All right. Forgiveness is about no longer allowing someone or something to affect your state of happiness. It doesn't mean you have to forget the past or avoid a situation entirely. Maybe this is that person coming back that I was just talking about. Okay. Right now, you are being encouraged to take your power, your light, and your capacity to make a decision back into your own hands. By taking back what is yours, you also command respect from those around you. All right. So it might be really in your favor to listen to the people that want to come in, or to just call your power back and say, I don't have to hear what you have to say. I can forgive you by going within, and I don't have to deal with you anymore. The activation for this energy, your affirmation is, I forgive the past and I give myself the respect I deserve. I forgive the past and I give myself the respect I deserve. Boom. That was your reading, group two, but I hope it read. Yeah. Y'all must have some stuff you got to say. Y'all got to get off your chest. I'm all tongue tied. That was your reading, group two. I hope it resonated. If it did, give me a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, remember to subscribe and join this family of light workers. We're going places this year. Get into this energy. I'm telling you. Okay. And I'm going to move on. Pile 3, you're just going to be last today. We're going to move to pile 1 with sugar. If you were drawn to sugar. If you're just jumping in now, that might be why. Maybe sugar is your card. Okay. Also, if you are joining in now, give me a thumbs up. You're going to love this session already. I already know you're going to like what you hear. All right. So let's jump in. My group number ones. How have you transformed yourself in your life? Well, the first thing I'm hearing is sweetness, sweetness. I feel like you're going through a lot of harsh times. Like when I say harsh, like I feel like my pile ones, you're really, really nice, sweet, compassionate people who have constantly dealt with narcissists and people who just see your kindness and step on it or use it or squash it. And you're getting commended because you still maintained your light. Like in spite of all of the nastiness and the energy you might have had to deal with, opposite of your sweetness, you still maintain your sweetness. So we're about to see what that means for you. How have you transformed yourself in your life? Sacred sweetness, pleasure, and attraction. You shifted your energy. Now you're going to be attracting in pleasurable experiences. Oh, how sugar dances on the tongue. No matter how intellectual and scholarly our pursuits, sugar reminds us of our longing for simple pleasures. It is, after all, one of the 5 essential tastes in Ayurveda. Was fulfilled. This material had many medicinal properties and was known in alchemy as a sacred elixir. Now, most of our sources of sweetness, both literally and metaphorically, are highly processed, defined for us by a culture of consumption. This card is a call to explore the simple sweetness in life. And this is what seems to be coming in for you, this opportunity. Okay. more tenderness, more joy, or even laughter. It is likely the pleasure you crave will not be found from manufactured means, but from the childlike wonder residing in the heart. Okay. Remember, like attracts like. So I am feeling like you staying in this sweet energy is what's going to call in sweetness into your life. And that is how you've transformed yourself. You become somebody who now is attracting in pleasurable experiences. Listen to Nina Simone performing the song A Little Sugar in My Bowl to give you a little extra sugar. And my pal twos, I mean ones. Ooh, y'all might have also had a message in pal two. Ancestors are rolling with you really strong. I do feel like you are someone who has gone through a lot of hardships. Pal 2 felt like they were in a dark space and coming into the light. This pal feels like you didn't go into the dark. It's like the dark was around you and you just had to maintain this sweetness, this light energy. All right. Well, now you're going to be experiencing more sweetness. Okay. Thank God. All right. What else have you transformed within yourself at this time? For my pal ones. Okay, pal one. You have Raphael, Archangel Raphael, coming through the color green with some green that'll help you activate more of this evolved version of yourself to come out. But yeah, it's more laughter that has come in for you. Maybe you haven't had a lot of opportunities to just laugh and really not like fake laugh, but like really laugh hearty. I see love, travel, and humor and vitality returning to you at this time. And what you have transformed is this feeling of emptiness, this feeling of withdrawing, like feeling like you need to dim your light. Yeah, maybe feeling unmotivated and heart chakra shut down. I also see music being very healing for this pal here. Okay, so this is how you have transformed yourself into somebody who is now attracting in the love that they have put out, is what I'm hearing. And a lot of opportunities to travel are coming in for you as well. All right. So how will this transformation affect your life and you? My pal ones. Wow, that was quick. Okay. You have Anima Mundi. Everybody is getting some deep cards for how this is transforming their life. Okay. So yeah, Anima Mundi is your card for how this is transforming your life. But there's another card too. What's the other one? Ah, here it is. And I'm going to go to the book for Anima. I always look at it and it always reads Amina to me first. I don't know why, but Anima Mundi. How else has this transformation within themselves changed their lives? What will this be bringing into the lives of my pal ones? Come on, I kind of want y'all to shoot one out, but I'll take it. Voyage. Didn't I say travel? You guys are going to find that there are a lot of opportunities for you to travel coming in at this time. And these voyages, these trips are big, like overseas, other countries. Get your passports ready, my pal ones. I'm also hearing spiritual, sacred journeys, like maybe going to locations that are sacred and spiritual. For some of you, you're taking a voyage within. You might not be physically traveling. You might be traveling within. Some of you are astral traveling. But I'm really hearing for most of you, you're going to find you're exploring the world and you're getting opportunities to do so. Okay. So this change you made in yourself has kind of opened you up to the world now. All right. Let me also see what else we got here with Anima Mundi. I've gotten this a million times. It has something to do with having all of the tools. It's like the magician card in the tarot, I believe. But I always like to go to the book for these cards because the description is way, way deeper than what I could come up with. Okay. Or what I would translate it to mean. It's just difficult because these Roman numerals, so annoying. Here we go. So, your life, Anima Mundi, my pal ones, the soul of the world, all that is. That's this card here. So, Anima Mundi epitomizes the principle accept all, reject none. Simply put, it is the living soul of the world in all its multifaceted, multidimensional layers, bonded together by loving cosmic forces. Diversity is celebrated, multiplicity is honored, and nothing is denied embrace. Nothing is denied embrace. Anima Mundi is the link between the literal and the imaginal, the rational and the mythic. It is the connective fiber that makes life meaningful. This card indicates an initiation on the level of the soul. You will awaken the unique light within and witness how this light contributes to the radius of the entire universe. You got a huge mission, my ones. On this planet, I feel like these are the light workers we all are light workers here, but I feel like these are the ones that are meant to be worldwide. With Voyage, there's something about your message I just heard, like whatever it is you do or whatever you're meant to be in this world, becoming something that is world renowned. Okay. That just somebody need to hear that. All right. You will awaken the unique light within and witness how this light contributes to the radiance of the entire universe. You will sense yourself as a critical note in the cosmic orchestra. Destiny is altered as you hear the enchanted melody of all living things. Wow. So to go deeper, they're recommending you look at alchemical drawings of Anima Mundi, the life and paintings of Hilma af Klint. That's spelled Hilma space AF space KLINT if you want to go further with that energy. But that is that vibe of your life right now. Very connected to the universe. And it just feels like you have this message or something that needs to get out. I don't know what it is. Or are you just a creative artist of some kind? All right. So let me see. A blessing that you can expect by the end of the month. I'm getting sidetracked. Woo! Look at that. My coffee done knocked over. Oh, Jesus. And I knew it. That was me not listening to my intuition. I elbowed it like twice. All right. Nothing got ruined. So anyway, let me get your a blessing you can expect by the end of the month. All right. Ooh, okay. Now, pile one. This is way too many. It was supposed to be one. I'm going to take the one that's upright. 3 of Wands. Whatever you've been waiting for. And this is another card of exploration, of journey. Look at those boats. A blessing you can expect by the end of this month is some kind of opportunity to travel. It doesn't matter where. And for some of you, it's going to be exploration, like somewhere you've never been before, or going somewhere in order to learn something new, research, school, something like that. But it's going to come through as a blessing. Like, I don't know if it's going to be the next step in something you're trying to achieve, but this is a blessing coming in. Yeah, Empress energy at the bottom. Some of you are going to find that something creative you're doing is going to really take off at the end of this month. All right. Okay. Something coming in that you don't expect. Now, they're telling you can expect that. Now, this is something that you're not going to expect that's coming in. My ones, what is something they won't expect that's coming in for them by the end of this month? Let's just take one. 3 of Swords. Whoa. Okay. Can I get clarity? Because I'm and the Moon. All right. My ones. You get a little bit of a warning. So there is something that you might have suppressed. Some feelings you might have around something that hurt you. We got 3 of Swords and the Moon here. All right. There's something that broke your heart that has that kind of you might have suppressed it. You might have pushed it down. I'm hearing by the end of this month, yeah, it's going to come to the surface. We got the Tower here. So I don't want to give you make you be afraid of something, but there's something you've been holding in that bothers you that by the end of this month, you're going to have to say it or you're going to have to address it. It's going to cause a little bit of chaos. Look, something else jumped out. Six of Swords. It's going to cause a little bit of chaos and you might have to leave. See that passport? You're doing a lot of leaving, moving, traveling. So my ones, what you might not realize or expect is that by the end of the month, you might be leaving somebody, walking away from someone that hurt you, or you might find yourself moving, just moving. Okay. All right. That's all they had. All right. So let's get to your advice for the next 7 days from the angelic realm for my group ones. Y'all got miracle. What's the advice in miracle? Y'all got miracles coming in. So my ones, it says, dearest one, even if all hope seems lost, let not hope slip away. For I, your guardian angel, am constantly by your side. Surrender all your concerns to me and trust in the healing power of love. Please believe that you are never alone. Together we shall work through each issue or situation which is of concern to you. All heals with the passing of time. Magic and miracles are about to manifest. Shoot, if you want to screenshot your message, well, you can't. My lighting is terrible. Okay, I was about to say if you want to screenshot that for later, but shoot. So somebody's working behind the scenes to help bring some miracles into your life. Remember, I told you, my ones, this sugar just gave me the vibe that you had to stay sweet and pleasant through a lot of darkness, and that there is something at the end of this month that you are going to have to address, probably something that caused a lot of the darkness. But when you do that, you'll be good. Miracles coming in. Your angels are working. Look at that. Your angel jumped right out. They're working with you to help you to address everything that concerns them. And you have Archangel Raziel coming through as your guardian angel at this time. It says, go beneath the surface, my pal ones. You have learned so much about yourself and the world and are now recognizing all the great lessons of your experiences and challenges. Continue on this pathway. Even though you have come this far, there is much more for you to learn and uncover. Don't take things at face value. Do more research, spend more time in contemplation, go deeper than you think it's even possible. That's your advice. And your affirmation is, I am willing to do the deeper work. I am willing to do the deeper work. Boom. That's my read for you, my group ones. If it resonated, give me a thumbs up. Click that like. Okay, let's get those likes up. I got 23 people watching. We got 10 likes. Let's get them up. Keep me in the algorithm. All right. So if you're new here, also remember to subscribe. Join this family of light. I do a lot of free workshops. I do a lot of pop-up discount reads and stuff. So stay in the loop. Subscribe. So lastly, if you're just joining us or you were drawn to Venus. Well, my dear group threes, let me go back. How have you transformed yourself or your life? Well, it does feel like there may be a new energy around love. Maybe you become a lot more in connection with the divine feminine aspect of yourself. That's what I'm hearing for this power. Whether you're a man or woman, there's something about your divine feminine you finally connected to, where you don't see it as a weakness. You realize that it's actually a strength and an asset, and very much takes a lot of courage in order to sit in that energy when you're faced with so much aggression. So I do see you, I heard, stepping into your soft era where you're going to be experiencing a lot more calm and peace, and because of how you're going to be coming off. Okay. Even when you have to say something to shut somebody down, it's like you come from a place of love, and that's where you have transformed. Maybe at one point you didn't. Okay. So you have pleasure, eros, and beauty. I was going to say, I also feel like this group here, there's an upgrade in appearance. You've changed something about how you look or how you present yourself or how you feel about yourself, because that can reflect on how you look to people as well. But it says, with the arrival of Venus, the senses open as if for the first time. It is the planet of pleasure, of touch, of sensual delights. Venus is often depicted as romance or eroticism between people, but it can also be experienced as an all-out love affair with Mother Nature herself. Aphrodite emerging from the ocean is a classic example of Venus imagery, as is Cupid with his bow. All right. No matter how old or jaded you are, when this card appears, it's a sign that attraction is at an all-time high. The laboratory is alight with love. You may be in love with the work, with the materials, with another person, or with the world itself. Seeing beauty in small moments is a sign Venus is in balance. An obligatory reminder that pleasure and pain are usually found intertwined. And to go deeper into this energy, recall the last piece of art that moved you and revisit that piece of art now. Okay. So I do feel that. I felt that immediately when I saw Venus. You've transformed yourself into this energy of love. So that's what you're attracting in. And if it is actually a relationship you're seeking, I feel like at this time, you're in the right vibration to attract that in. There's just something about you at this time that's going to be very attractive. All right. How else has my pal 3 transformed themselves? Let's get another card. Y'all just don't want to spit. And then when I say y'all don't want to spit no card out, they send me like a billion. All right. I'm going to take these 2 because they flipped up. You've done some changing. All right. My pal 3s. First of all, wear some purple. That's going to be your color for the next 5 to 7 days. And it says Zadkiel, Archangel Zadkiel coming through with the color purple. Destiny, pride, conscious, forgiveness. Where you have transformed yourself is that you're no longer allowing your ego to guide the way. You've suffered an ego death. Something happened that made you realize, I'm being a little bit arrogant. Or maybe I'm not doing something out of fear. Or I'm not making a move because of my pride. Whereas now your pride is what motivates you. You might have felt lost for a minute. You might have felt a little indecisive, like you didn't know which way to go. And now they're saying you have gotten into alignment with your destiny. All right. Where you head now is going to put you right into alignment with destiny. And then the card that jumped out with it says you're ready. So it does feel like a group of procrastinators didn't know which way to go and maybe very indecisive, because when you have this energy of Venus, you're attracting in so much. It could make you feel like you have all these options and you don't know which one to choose. Momentum, validation, encouragement, and prepared. So they are harping on the fact that there may have been insecurities, feeling unsupported in the past that made you feel stagnant. And now they're saying you have evolved into someone who knows you're ready. All right. It is time now. All right. And you're ready to make the moves necessary to push forward. So you're going to be getting a lot of encouragement, I feel, at this time to step into this new energy, into your destiny. So how is this change you've made within yourself? Wow, that was quick. Going to change your life. And you have the creator. This is my pal of my artistic people. So I do feel like you're going to have a whole lot of opportunities to express yourself creatively. But let me get the book I like to read to you. It's right in front of me. But I am hearing this is a creative group here. Even if you haven't tapped in, there's some way that you do things that are creative, the way you think, the way you might do things that people do regularly in a unique sort of way. So your life is becoming one of the artists, the alchemist, the innovator. Okay. The first archetype in the trio of existence is the creator. It's not intimidated by darkness or by lack. They know that from the void, creation inevitably emerges. This had to be number 3. It just feels like the void was really 1. Pal 2 was really pal 2 or whatever. And now this is supposed to be pal 3. All right. It's supposed to be in that order. Anyway, sorry. They know that from the void, creation inevitably emerges. With meager, minimal, and outlandish materials, the creator reveals a new image. They make the empty room resonate with healing sounds. They generate bounty from the seed that others tossed away. Though generative, this archetype annihilates preconceived notions of what is possible, leaving unexpected openings in the wake of its destruction. The creator does this by first being absolutely present to what is, not imagining or wishing things were different. And second, trusting that a force greater than themselves awaits constant collaboration with each human soul. Whether we call it nature, God, goddess, Shakti, or divinity, it remains nameless. It is the creator's lifelong companion. And if you want to go deeper with this energy, look at Vincent van Gogh's letters to his brother Theo. Now, the creator we have here is naturally attractive and coveted. As its energy zings with possibility, you can feel when a creator type enters the room, all eyes land on them. So yeah, my creators, I do feel like what's changing in your life is recognition. Recognition is going to be coming in. You're not going to be able to hide your gifts and your talents anymore. Okay. It's going to be obvious to all that are in your life. All right. And let's see what else is coming in here. What else? How else will this shift into this divine feminine energy affect my Pal 3's lives? So much delight and fun. I see Soul Tribe coming in. You're going to have new friendships that are going to be trustworthy, that are going to bring you so much happiness and delight. Okay. I'm not even so much hearing love and intimacy as much as celebrating with friends. I'm also hearing for some of you, children are going to play a huge part. Maybe your destiny is working with kids in some way. I do see that coming in and bringing you a lot of joy and happiness. All right. So let's keep it moving. What's a blessing that's coming in for my Pal 3s that they can expect by the end of this month? Let's see, for my Pal 3s, a blessing they can expect by the end of this month. One blessing they can expect. Okay, you're sticking out. Hermit, you're going to have some time to retreat. If you've been working hard, if you've been busy, doing, creating, by the end of this month, you're going to get some time to retreat, to pull your energy back, to relax, to maybe even literally go on a retreat for some of you. But I'm also hearing having some time to go within, to meditate, to pray, to, if you're doing Ramadan Mubarak, to have time to really like pull your energy back. I see that coming in. I feel like this Pal here, maybe you do a lot. Maybe you have a huge community or family that depends on you. Yeah, I do see you getting some time to pull your energy back. And I'm also seeing some love coming in after. Oh, what is it with these cards? I want to slip and slide all over the place. It's going to say after a time of feeling like, I don't know, this card, when you get the 7 of Swords at the bottom and it was reversed, it's letting me know that there's something that was sneaky or secret that's going to come out. So for many of you, there may be someone that's crushing on you, that has their eyes on you, that really, that really is trying to decide whether or not they want to be with you or they want to go towards you. I do see what you don't see coming in. By the end of this month is a new love relationship or something you're just really loving. Doesn't have to be an intimate relationship. Could be a really deep friendship. All right. And what's coming in that my Pal 3s will not expect? That was a lot. We have the Emperor, we have the 7 of Wands, and the 8 of Wands. All right. So something you stood your ground for. This is still giving me more energy of somebody. So we got the Emperor here. By the something that's coming in you don't expect is either a new job or a relationship with somebody who's very much in a boss or leadership type vibe. It does feel like it's a job or it's a person that really had to stand their ground and fight for you. Because at one point, I do feel like maybe you were trying to go for this and they were giving you like the Now they're going to be coming to you and you're going to have that opportunity to do that. And it's coming in quick, 8 of Wands. So there's a job offer or a relationship or a love offer that's going to be coming in that you're not going to expect. It's probably somebody you don't expect or a job you're overlooking. And that's going to come in at the end when you least expect it, towards the end of this month. All right, let's wrap it up with some advice for the next 7 days for my Pal 3s. Let's get you some advice from the angels, because you must have that angel energy around you. I actually cooled off on your Pal. Pal 2 ancestors was like tap dancing on my back. Pal 1, I don't know. I didn't really fully feel too much there. That might have just been their higher self coming through. So Pal 3, you have judgment. Your angels are advising you to let go of your fear of being judged. You are good enough. You got the card that said you're ready. Did you not? Yes, you did. You're ready. So they're stressing that this may be something you really need reiterated. Okay. Let go of your fear of being judged. You are good enough. It's time to release all that you have kept safely locked away in your heart. Your true essence and potential have been restricted by structure and method for long enough. There is no right or wrong way. Just be you. Do your thing. All right. Stop worrying about what other people are going to think. Stop worrying about society and do your thing. Okay. Do what you feel called to do, Pal 3. I hear never ending story lines for this Pal, and that was referred to a different group, to Pal, the Void Pal. But I'm hearing the part, and you got to watch this movie if you haven't watched it. It's a cult classic. But I'm hearing the part at the end of the movie where the boy, Sebastian, has to rename the Empress, and he's not saying her name. And she's like, Sebastian, why aren't you saying my name? Why aren't you doing the thing that you've always known you wanted to do or you felt called to do? And then he's saying, like, I'm afraid. I can't believe that this is all coming down to me, that I have this power. And that's kind of what I'm hearing for you. Maybe you're not realizing how gifted or how powerful you are. And your guides are coming through to be like, yo, you're amazing. Now get out there. All right. You have faith coming through. With your final message of advice, Pal 3, it says cloak of protection. So stop being afraid, okay? You are protected. The worst is behind you, and you are ready to move beyond the challenges that you have been facing. You are safe now. Let go of the old and stop waiting for history to repeat itself, for you are in a new time in which you can create your own story and begin living it. If you feel you are stepping into the unknown, know that your angels are holding your hand, leading you on. Pal 3, you ain't got nothing to worry about. And your password, your activation, your affirmation is I am safe and protected by angels. But maybe by saying that, that's a password to call them in. I am safe and protected by angels. Yes, you are, my Pal 3. Yes, you are, my entire collective. That's what I got for you guys today. I hope this resonated. I got 13 people watching, 13 thumbs up. So those of y'all that are here, 1313, look that up as an angel number. That's also 33. And we are in that 3-3 energy. Third house energy of sharing and communication and travel. And I encourage everybody to indulge in all those things. Look at the weekly forecast so you can figure out the vibe for the rest of this week. But this is the energy this full moon is going to have on the collective for the next 5 to 7 days. I'm sending y'all so much light and love on your journey. Peace, blessings, and all the goodies that come from being a part of this family of light. And stay tuned. My uplifting, inspiring music is going to be released soon, but it will be available for pre-order on March 7th. Bye, y'all. Love y'all.